Okay, day 16 review. So last night I was poking around on the internet and found a dealership, Carl's Cycle Sales, in northeast Boise, near the Capitol on State Street, and they were open on Monday, 9 o'clock. So we got up early this morning to get there by 9 o'clock, and dropped off both of the 390s. Daniel's rear shock is broken. He didn't just blow the seals down on the bottom where the clicker is, where you adjust the settings on it and everything. It's completely broken, so they couldn't fix it. There's not like a part they could replace or anything, so it's not really rebuildable. Fortunately, a new shock is not super expensive, but it's still gonna set us back another $800 or more, because we got expedited to get it here by tomorrow, hopefully, so that they can either get it on tomorrow or have it ready for us maybe Wednesday. So them being open Monday saves us a day. Also, we got Sarah's bike dropped off, so that hopefully we can get the issue with her rear brake and the mounting bracket for the foot peg and everything squared away, and find out why she doesn't have normal rear brake pressure. We're thinking it might be something to do with the master cylinder just not actuating, because you don't get the normal, push and firm. It's like all the way down before it finally firms up and then works to the last bit, which is hard to do when you're wearing dirt bike boots that are real stiff. So it's hard for her to ride. So we got over there right at 9 o'clock when they opened up. It's a really cool dealership. I mean, they got pretty much everything. They had all the big KTMs, they had Hondas, they had gas, they had Suzukis, they had Kawasaki's. I mean, they pretty much had everything. I don't think they had Yamahas, but they had like a full lineup of all the climb riding gear, different kinds of riding gear, tons of accessories. Just the amount of stuff they had in stock was impressive compared to most of the dealerships we've been in. And also the whole sales floor was primarily bikes, dirt bikes, adventure bikes, all kinds of bikes. Not side by sides and wave runners like so many places are. I mean, they had those, but just that wasn't the dominant thing. The sales guy was trying to tell us that they were one of the largest KTM, by volume, one of the largest KTM dealerships in the country in terms of how many units they sell. Daniel got a quote on a 890 Rally and a 690 Enduro. Yeah, so we got those dropped off, got an Uber for the two kids, and then I followed the Uber and we got back to the hotel, cleaned up, took showers and everything, and then decided to head back over towards the Capitol, towards Boise State University, that area. They have this thing called the Green Belt, where the river just runs right through town, and there's trails everywhere and sidewalks and just beautiful parks. There's a zoo. The university's there. We walked around the campus, and that's some interesting people watching, because college campus is not what it was when I was there 35 years ago, or whenever it was, back in the late 80s and early 90s. We certainly didn't dress the same, that's for sure. Yeah, so that was interesting for the kids to see that. And we just walked around. They waded in the river for a while, and then they have a place called, it's kind of like Austin's 6th Street. It's their version of 6th Street in Austin. It's called 8th Street. And it's got all the microbreweries and, specialty stores and all that. Well, they're all closed on Monday for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but they were all open like Tuesday to Saturday and then closed Sunday, Monday. So we didn't get anything to eat over there. I mean, we found a Chick-fil-A. It was one of the bigger, nicer Chick-fil-A's I think we've ever seen. The guy that took us there and dropped us off, the Uber, was like, yeah, it could take 45 minutes to get your food. And we went in, walked straight to the counter, and they had our food following us to our table. I mean, it was pretty impressive. Sarah wasn't impressed with their milkshakes. Apparently they're not the same consistency as they are in Texas. That's how they judge where we go, is by the quality of their milkshakes, and I do it by the quality of grilled cheese sandwiches, so I can't say anything. But yeah, so we had a real good time walking around. Went down to the Capitol, walked around down there. When I got tired, I mean, I don't know how many miles we walked, but it was quite a bit. Picked up another Uber from there over to a Cracker Barrel and pigged out on breakfast. got yet another Uber back to the hotel. I mean, the Uber is convenient, but you know, $12, $13, $14 a trip plus you know, a couple bucks for a tip, that starts adding up in a hurry, especially if you're doing it multiple days. But it is convenient, and we meet, you know, some of these drivers are interesting people. One guy from Uzbekistan, guy today was from Afghanistan, and he was driving a little Toyota Prius like he was a NASCAR driver. You know, that dude getting on and off the freeway and changing lanes, and I got to hand it to that little Prius. It will accelerate really quick, and he was hammering down on that thing. But he was a nice guy. He was a fun guy. You know, he said he's been here about a year, loves the United States, has no intention of leaving, loves doing the Uber thing because he can go wherever he wants. You know, he's not married, he doesn't have kids. And what did it say on his bumper, Sarah?
A lone boy.
A lone boy. He had big old letters on his bumper that said a lone boy. So I'm guessing he's tired of being single, or just wants a girlfriend. I don't know. It's kind of funny. But yeah, and then Sarah and I, after we got back to the hotel, went across the street. There's a gas station, a Sinclair gas station. They got like this little picnic table park area under some trees where you can sit in the shade. It was just a real pretty evening, so we just sat there. And it's a pretty major intersection, so there's all these really nice trucks going by, pulling really nice boats because there's a reservoir nearby where everybody parties and hangs out for the weekend. Bunch of motorcycles going by, a bunch of nice cars going by. So it was just another fun place to sit and people watch while we had a cold drink and enjoyed the pretty evening together. And then came back over to the hotel because Daniel was wondering what happened to us because we were gone for so long. And he wanted to go do the hot tub thing, so he and I went down, did the hot tub, met some interesting kids that had just, two girls that had just graduated high school, were not out doing their high school graduation trip. You know, one of them, real cute, wants to go in the Marines. You're like, okay, have fun with that. You know, and then there's the sidekick girl that's quiet and doesn't say much, kind of shy, and you know, supposedly wants to be a firefighter. Like, cool, good luck to you. They were getting ready to start heading back home. I think they were from Portland, Oregon. And then, yeah, so, you know, good day. Hopefully we find out a little bit more tomorrow about, you know, what's going to happen with the bikes, you know, whether or not we'll be able to, I don't think we'll be able to leave tomorrow. We got to be out of our hotel by 11, so that kind of presents a problem because if the bikes aren't ready by 11, we got nowhere to go. You know, we can't hang out at the dealership all day with all of our gear and stuff, so went ahead and got another hotel closer to the dealership because we're on the south side of town, so those Uber rides are expensive. But the hotel that's actually near the downtown area, a Red Lion or something, it's actually a little bit cheaper. It's like $110 a night, and hopefully the Uber rides will be cheaper. And if the bikes aren't ready, we're right there in the middle of all the stuff that you can do walking around the Greenbelt and all that, so we don't have to get another Uber to get back to that if we want to go do something. And see the stuff that'll actually be open tomorrow. So anyway, good day. We're gonna pack everything up and get out here early in the morning, get another Uber to get back to the other side of town, and then hopefully we'll be back on the road Thursday, I think. So we will have been here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, maybe Thursday. So yeah, that's a week of our trip not doing anything that we had planned to be doing and spending money at the same time on hotels we weren't really planning on spending money, and then the Ubers as well. So, you know, the end of the trip, I was hoping to spend a little more time in Colorado, but I have a feeling that we'll just have to make a run down through the west side of Colorado, and we won't get to do like Mount Evans and the Rocky Mountain National Park and some of the other stuff that I was hoping to get to do. But you know, whatever. I mean, the stuff we've done so far is pretty cool, and hopefully the stuff we'll get to do in the next few weeks, and when we go up through the rest of Idaho and Montana and Wyoming will be really cool. So we'll see how it goes. So that's the update for today. Bye.